every year is coming from different part from our world, coming to ask about Machu Picchu. In this case, making their searching. All of them, final, finally, they have you see the books where they explain, in special to the guys, we have to say to our tourist people what they found. They and then wait finally what is Machu Picchu for each uh, academic.
Yes.
Right? After that, we collect all this information, and then we need to focus in what what our tourists want to know about Machu Picchu. All right?
Yep.
And then the the third thing is when the people start to talk from Machu Picchu. When? Because when the Spanish they arrived to Cusco, they didn't came straight to here. Till now, we don't have the evidence if the Spanish they arrived to Machu Picchu. We don't have nothing,
Right.
writings, nothing from Machu Picchu. Even the real name where we are right now, nobody knows because we have look this peak or mountain, and then we have the other one. We have that mean we have that this the left mountain is tallest than this one. All right, and then we call this Huayna Picchu, Machu Picchu. What does mean Huayna? Huayna is young mountain, Picchu mountain, and then old mountain, Machu. But what's the name where we are right now? That's Citadel. Nobody knows because I told you the Spanish never they arrived to here. After our independence, when was the independence? Remember, Spanish they arrived in 1533, specifically to Cusco, right? And then when was our independence? In 1821, right? After our independence, Peru it was open, all right, like if, of course free, you came from everywhere. It was open for Europeans. Too much Europeans came, like German, Portuguese, Italians, French, and finally Asians, Japanese, later Chinese. That's why Peruvian cuisine now is becoming very popular because we have mixed it.
Yes, yes.
Right? Well, and after our we got our independence after 100 years. One man, he was teacher in USA, United States. He was teacher in Yale University in history, and then he came to Peru. All right, and then he arrived to Lima. In Lima, he listened here about Incas, about Peru history, and then of course Cusco. It was the capital, of the Incas, and then of course listen about the Inca capital, and then he came to Cusco. In Cusco, listen up too much, history. Many people offer to Hiram Binga to say, let's go. I want to show you the Inca places, and then we have in remote places Inca cities. They consider the lost city of the Inca. And then Hiram Binga finally he came, finding, but he collected the information from other people who came before him to Machu Picchu, and then probably those persons they they took all gold and the silver because when Hiram Binga finally discovered the place, he didn't find gold and silver. Of course, like we have 45,000 pieces, you know, ceramic, bicycle, and then all of them he moved it to United States. Actually, the is in United States, in Yale University, they have probably a museum there. They're showing what
So they're all there still.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Has Peru tried to get some of them back?
We
The
asked
local
it like
museum?
15 years ago,
Yes.
and that they gave like 5,000 pieces, only 5,000 pieces. Actually, we have a little museum in Cusco.
Right.
All right, the bicycle things is possible to see there,
Okay.
but the majority, or
Still in
probably
Yale.
the best one, very important, you know, is in United States right now, Yale University. And then why I'm talking about that? Because after Hiram being discovered, more people came to here. All right, it was a big news
Yes.
from the world, and then we discovered the last city of the Incas, the lost city of the Incas. Wow! After that, more people came, and then all of them, you know, make their books. All right, and of course, many of them in books, very serious, like made it engineers, architects, where it's possible to match with numbers, with proofs. All right, that's, you know, very interesting. But who made it Machu Picchu? Hard to tell you again, because very similar, like when we visit Ollantaytambo, here exist, you know, also the megalithic buildings.
Yes.
That one probably, you know, who made it, it was different civilization. Like Rumi, he said, Nyaupa runas,
Right.
Purum runas, you know, with elongated head. All right, one of them probably they consider like they were like a leader from the group, because it looks like this man keep all the knowledge, because he was with power, you know, and it's a lot of enigma talk about, you know, what happened, and then finally what we found, you know, when during the year, you know, searching the terraces. The terraces, it's very special. Of course, we saw also in Ollantaytambo. It's not simple, you know, made it the terraces, but to decide it, to build. Okay, look, we have to build Machu Picchu here. Who decided? And that what we need, you know,
Yes.
everything. And then somebody have to decide it, and then say, okay, let's go. We have to build there. First, it was their security. Look, the valley, we came, you know, this valley, in the bottom side is going, you know, the river. The same river making the valley, and the close of the river is coming the train. Finally, we arrived. And then, look, the same valley is going around where is Huayna Picchu. And then later you want to see the other side, the cliff. Finally, Machu Picchu is the cliff, and then in the top is the citadel. And then somebody have to observe, in my opinion, have to stay like from, I don't know, from the plane, something like this. Oh, this is perfect place,
Yes.
because cliff, and then very good place. All right.
So
And
you've
then
got the river going round three sides. So what happens on the fourth side? Is there any sort of wall or something?
yeah, for the cliff.
Cliff.
It
yes.
is cliff, yes. Later on, see this cliff, and then this lady is cliff. Look,
Yes.
actually, we opened it many years ago. You know, the road for the
Yes.
car. Without this, you know, it's gonna be hard. You know, that exists right now when the trail.
Yes.
And when Hiram Minga he came to here, it was infested with poisonous snake.
Right.
Rumi was talking, you know, in the train, talking about, we have different types, but one of them is poisoning.
Ah.
All right, and then thick jungle, and then they have to use machete to open the, you know.
Are the poisonous snakes still here?
The most dangerous is only one type of the poisonous snake,
Yeah.
and then others no.
Right.
No mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Of course, we have the bugs, but it's
Yeah.
something itchy, but no, you don't catch like a fever or something
Right.
like that. No,
Yeah.
no. Too much dangerous can be, this poisonous also. Poisonous. And then no other dangers. All right?
Right. Okay.
All right. And then,
Getting a bit hot.
yeah, it is. Sorry. And what else? After the, select the place, and then they decided also. We have the material, yes. What kind of material? The white granite. It's, look, we have a lot. Where they found? Up in, on top of the, this building, right there. And then, what else? Water. Water to drink.
Yeah.
Yes, they discover 1 kilometer from here. All right, we have the source right now. And then the hotel, there's the fancy hotel there. All right, they are using this water right now. All right, and then it was like for 1,000 people, water. It
So
was
did
enough.
they pipe the water from there to here?
Yes. And then they decided, okay, we have water, we have, stones, the location, everything is perfect. And then have to see, of course, with the sun and the moon. Very important with the sun. Remember, they consider to the sun their father, not their God. All right? And the place where we are right now don't receive any shade during the day. By morning is the east. The sun comes from there. All right? And then the first moment we will receive the sunlight where we are right now. And then light is going, and then there is no another big mountain to shade again to that place. 12 hours
So this is
complete
east and
in
west,
light.
these two.
in light. And then they like that.
Yeah.
All right, many Inca places very similar. All right, and that they decided, to where to build. That was the reason. And then now, this is the temple of the sun.
Yes.
All right, they consider this is the megalithic building.
Yeah.
All right, around of the the temple of the sun, you can to see is different type of the the structure of the
Yes.
wall is complete. It is completely different than
Very
the
different.
other one.
Yeah.
And then that means there it was necessary plaster the wall, and then paint it. And then the roof it was like there with straw.
Oh right. Yes.
All right, and then imagine how beautiful it was the citadel, plastered and painted with straw roof. And then after the temple, sun temple, we have close behind the temple. We have the 3 windows temple. Also, we have the megalithic building there. And then in the other one, the temple of the Condor.
Yes.
is
I
there.
saw it from here.
Temple Condor temple also is part from the megalithic.
Yes.
And then finally, in my opinion, this is my opinion, when something happened, destroyed everything in the megalithic building, that the Incas also, they came to here and then reuse the place. All right? But the first engineers, before to decide it, where to build Machu Picchu, it was very special. I told you why, all right? And then what happened, that design or layout of the Machu Picchu is very special. Why? Because remember we are the cloud forest. During the rain season, we have a lot of water. All right, and then with this every day, and the rain is so really hard during the rain season. When January, February, and March.
Yes.
And then they knew that this problem, and that's the design of the layout of Machu Picchu have to be perfect. All right.
Did they have like reservoirs to keep the water for the rest of the year?
Unfortunately, the terraces where we are right now work it only the rain season.
Oh.
There is no the evidence they use that irrigation. All right, no, only
Surprising.
exactly, and only they have to wait the rainy season, the rainy season. All right, and for that, knowing about the what happened if you want to have really a lot of water, and then till there, of course, I'm talking about inside of the wall of the terraces. Inside till here is gravel, gravel, and then regular gravel, and then here in the top soil, and then for what? And then when we have a lot of water, and then before to do everything to that, and if we actually wanna dig like a few 40 centimeters, we wanna find a solid white rock, the bedrock. Before to build, before to design all the agricultural sector we right now, they carve this, this rock, the bedrock, little, canals. All of them is going. Can you see like a really wide canal? Actually, of course, it's with the grass now, but you wanna dig a little bit. It's empty, empty. All right. What I mean that Machu Picchu has two natural faults. Millions of years ago, probably cracked the bed of the rock like this, and they discovered that, and then they advantage, this to use drainage for drainage. That means from the citadel and then from the agriculture sector is going there, point there. How we know? Because I told you, the a lot of people came and then dropped, the ink in the water, and then this water appeared in the river, and then so really smart. How they use it, they advantage the natural things, just for to avoid the erosion and then landslides. No, don't happen in Machu Picchu. All right, that's the found. And then later probably the Incas they came and then they reused it, they rebuilt it. All right, and then they were using, because when Hiram Binga came to here, he found a couple of families that were living here. All right, they were using these terraces. All right, planting potatoes and corn plantation. All right, this is what we have in Machu Picchu. Now I understand you want to move. Let's talk.